Good morning, you guys. It's Monday, day 9, and we're gonna head down to the gym in just a second. This is before the breakfast. Five more minutes. Good workout, you guys. Time for breakfast. So what I'm actually gonna do is create a cranberry apple drink. I'm gonna mix these two, the apple juice and the cranberry. And I'm gonna put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the cup first. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna put the apple in first. Then I'm just gonna mix it. Happy weight loss. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about that. Is so good, you guys. I'm telling you, it's really good. I got the book. Now I don't really eat bananas. I've grown to really understand my body type, what my body likes, and what my body reacts to, and also like when I'm working out, what my focus should be. And then there's also genetics. I like my legs and I like my boobs. If you're gonna do juice, like the ingredients, keep your ingredients really simple. Juice from whole cranberries. So this is really good right here. This is from the Bragg's book. It says, take time out for 12 things. Take time to work. It's the price of success. Take time to think. It is the source of power. Take time to play. It is the secret of youth. Take time to read. It is the foundation of knowledge. Take time to worship. It is the highway of reverence and washes the dust of earth from our eyes. Take time to help and enjoy friends. It is the source of happiness. Take time to love and share. It is the one sacrament of life. Take time to dream. It hitches the soul to the stars. Take time to laugh. It is the singing that helps life's loads. Take time for beauty. It is everywhere in nature. I love that. Take time for health. It is the true wealth and treasure of life. Take time to plan. It is the secret of being able to have time for the first 11 things. I really, really love that. I got this book. So I'm sure there's a lot of you that have heard of this. Before I get dressed, I will say this because it reminds me. There are many things that can kill a person. You can die before you're even physically dead. And heartache, depression, sadness, loneliness, dreams, unrealized, unfulfilled. Once our soul dies, that's it. That's it. I think about those two comparisons, you know, with my neighbor turning 90 and, you know, she's still, from what I can remember, work in her garden, and sometimes she have a little cigarette, you know. And then I think about my Grammy, who's 77, and I'm just like, wow. it's all here. It's all here in the mind, you know. I believe that my dreams will be realized. I believe that. The day I stop believing, the day I give up, is when I die. And I still will be physically here. So I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna put on one of my tighter dresses. Well, it's just a little sweater dress, which I'm not gonna wear today because it's too hot to wear a sweater dress. But I'm just gonna put that on so I can show you guys what my body type is, okay? Ta-da! Okay, this is me. This is my current size and my body type. And my cute sweater dress that I've had for a really long time. It's a little tight right now, but we'll see, like in another 4 weeks or so, we'll see how it fits. We don't really have a lot of hips in my family. Like when you talk about genetics, we don't have a lot of hips. As you can see, I'm busty as I turn around. I have some butt, but as you can see, my stomach is always out of proportion with the rest of my body. I also don't have a scale. I don't weigh myself. I go by inches, and then I just go by how my clothes fit. For lunch, I'm having green plant, a nice tall glass, and then I'll take another hair, skin, and nails. These I take 3 a day. The consistency of this is a little bit thicker than the morning juice. Then I follow up with a short glass of grapefruit juice. It's kind of like having a short glass of grapefruit juice after every meal. Grapefruit juice flattens the belly, cleans out the system. So today I'm going to be going to visit one of my neighbors from my old neighborhood who turned 90 years old yesterday. I know I mentioned that a little bit earlier. So I have not been back to my old neighborhood for like 6 months. And you know, you always wonder, oh, I wonder who's staying in my house now. The house that I grew up in, there are a lot of memories there. But this year is also about, you know, really moving forward. Eventually you have to move away from home if that's what you're meant to do. And but I will be very glad to see my neighbors. I haven't seen them in some months. I'm walking down the street of my old neighborhood. Came to visit my neighbor who turned 90 years old yesterday. She's amazing. And you know, she says, I don't hurt nowhere. 90 years old, no arthritis, no anything. She's amazing, and she was very, very happy to see us. And just a couple of steps down the street is my old home. This is my old home. The color is different. You know, I always thought like how I would feel when I return here. They remodeled the whole thing. Lived here since I was 6 years old. It looks absolutely beautiful on the inside. Wow. This was always our goal when we actually lived here. And it's just like, wow, it's my old home. I lived here from the time I was 6 years old. I miss the fireplace. I still call it my fireplace. Had lots of hot chocolate and warm fires there in the wintertime. The main thing I do miss is my tree. Lemons, oranges. I miss my tree the most. It's definitely amazing to come back here. You know, it's like I just always wondered if anybody lived here. It's amazingly beautiful inside. I almost want to buy it back. But my father left us this house when he passed away, and we tried our best to keep it. And I just want to speak to those who have lost their homes. I lost my home, but it was a move of freedom, because when I was 18, I was paying a mortgage just because of the fact that he left it to us. And the greatest lesson I learned was that even though people say, no, keep the house, you know, your dad left you that house, keep the house, you know, own some property. I think it's important to own property when you're ready. And I just think about, you know, if I would have sold my house earlier on, how that could have been leverage for something. I don't know, my career, school. You just never know. Even then, at that time, I wasn't even really thinking that way. But that's how life lessons are. Life lessons, they teach us sort of after the fact, but it's really, really cool to go through it so that when you get to the other side, you're actually more wiser, and you're able to advise someone else who is in the same situation. Yeah. The kitchen looks beautiful, right? I'm like, what? Gosh, I feel really happy. Wow. I feel really happy that that it doesn't look crazy, that it's remodeled, that it's Corn, let's go. Yep. I'm ready to go. That is pretty much kept in the same condition, and that's it. I feel at peace. I feel happy. So how do you feel about it, brother?
I feel torn. You know, everything is a massive learning experience. And to my sister's audience, hello everybody. I feel like same thing how you feel. Just, you know, there's a certain amount of freedom of your finances. There's like a fight that you can't control, and a lot of people out there are fighting to stay in their home and stuff like that. And then when you get out there and see what's out there, you see that, hey, it's worth letting go if life can bring you something else, you know, some new adventure, some new opportunity.
I look back and can't believe